kind of thing. So if y'all want that on, fine. If not, if you don't need it, then.
All right. Let's see. Okay. My name is Mark Miller, and I'm interviewing
Christine.
Christine.
Uh-huh.
All right. And this is March 2nd at the History Harvest at the Public History Center, 2013.
Okay.
And we just want to ask you a few questions on what brought you here, or what is it that you're sharing with us?
I found the notice on Facebook, and so
Very nice.
I had, you know, how you click like on the Public History Center, and so I saw the notice on Facebook and saw the call for local artifacts for the school, and so I gathered up some of my things for this school and brought them down.
And what are some of your things?
I brought, my whole family went to this school from the time it was built, when it opened its doors in 1902. Two of my older great aunts, though, moved away, so I don't have their report cards. But I did bring report cards of one of my great aunts from 1907, when the building was just 5 years old.
Well, this
It
is
was
exciting. Yeah.
a brand new building, so I have her report card from then. And I brought a picture of her, so she would kind of go with the report card. And then her younger sister, my grandmother, attended here also. I brought one of her report cards that's 100 years old. It's from 1913, when she was here in 3rd grade. And I brought my uncle's report card from 1914. So that's a newer one, 99 years old. So, then my mom and dad both went here. I happen to actually have one of my mom's report cards from here that actually, you know, it's like the rest, says Sanford Grammar. And that one's 80 years old. It's from 1933. And then I went here all through elementary school in this building.
Oh, wow.
So, 50 years ago. So, our whole family went through here. And by the time my kids came along, of course, obviously the school then had been closed and not in use anymore as an elementary school.
Did your whole family collect this, or was this your idea?
It was, well, my aunt had her things, and when she passed away, my mom got it, and then when my mom passed away, I got it. So it's been, as you know, generations have passed on, then it's all made its way down to me.
So this has been a personal experience for you, the entire school and everything.
Yes.
Is there, well, for instance, what are the significance of these items to you personally? I mean,
it's my family. And that's the best way I can think of it. The significance is preserving my family stories, just as my granddaughter now is excited about things, because I went to we go back once again, Seminole High School that's here. It was Sanford High School first, but my granddaughter likes to brag that, you know, 6 and 7 generations have all gone to the same high school. And I, of course, Daddy went to Seminole and played football for them. I went to Seminole, and now my 16-year-old granddaughter is at Seminole High School. So, you know, that's what these mean to me, is carrying on the family.
Yeah, I think you have a unique story. I'm sure there's not too many along those lines. We want to thank you very much for bringing this in. It's a tremendous asset, and we want to thank you for that.
You bet.
Is there anything you might want to add about, you know, your experiences or anything that you had in the school? Or any
well, one thing I like to try to think of and remember is when my great aunt was going here in 1907, it was only just this building. You know, the 2 wings didn't exist yet. And so even though this looks so big from the outside, when you stop and think about it, you can see why they needed to add on the wings almost immediately, because there really aren't that many classrooms just in this building, because so much of it was, you know, upstairs was auditorium, and of course, even when I came here, we didn't have a lunchroom in the building. We had to go out and go in the back and have lunch out back. So my grandmother told stories of, I was just telling one of the girls in there, when she came to school here, of course, there was not a motorized school bus. And so the horse's hooves, it was a horse-drawn buggy thing, like a big trailer that had rows of hard seats.
Oh, wow.
And a top on it, and it had canvas sides that rolled up. And Graham always talked about how you could tell when it was time for the bus, because on Sanford's cobblestone streets you would hear the clop, 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 clop of the horses coming, and the kids knew to run outside, and the bus would pull up, and you got in the wagon. If it was hot, the sides were rolled up. If it was raining, the sides were rolled down. And they drove you here to the front of the school and let all the kids off. And then the bus driver with his horse would literally park out back here right behind the school, and he would just hang around all day. And because school was only a few hours then too, though. They only went about 3 or 4 hours a day here. So then when they were finished, the kids just all loaded back up in the wagon, and he proceeded to drive all around Sanford and let everybody out again in front of their house. So that's a special memory to me of Graham telling me about the bus for this school.
Everybody had their chores to get home to. And all.
And most everybody worked in the field. Everybody was farmers here in Seminole County. So you had to get home and work in the fields. They also went to school only like 4 months a year.
Oh,
So that was a whole school year. So the rest of the time you were helping your parents with farming. So
was it the same with you when you attended here? Was it?
when I
shorter?
attended, we were already back, to the whole full long day.
Right.
So I say that like long day. I guess every kid thought that about their school then. So, but anyway, that's mostly about it.
Well, with the wings and the rapid growth, it's a testament to how quickly Sanford was growing.
Right.
And your family was definitely part of that.
One thing I did want to just mention too, because for so long it was called Sanford Grammar, but this school had a long period that it was called Westside Grammar too. And I know a lot of people think maybe that might be a different school, but it's not. This building was all through the 60s was called Westside Grammar, because at that time we had Eastside Grammar, which is the little bitty school over on Palmetto, and we had Southside. All of them had original names: Westside, Eastside, and Southside. But Southside is, over off of 13th Street. And so this building was called Westside Grammar for at least through the 60s when I went here. All of my report cards and even the class pictures are all stamped Westside Grammar. So I just wanted to put that in too, so there's not any confusion if y'all look at those and go, oh, well, that's not Sanford Grammar, because it is still Sanford Grammar. It's just, for a while there, was called Westside Grammar.
So East Side was the original grammar school? Or?
East Side is the one, it was the Tajuri Arts Building. It's on 9th and Palmetto, and that one was built about 1880. That building is still standing. And that was the original and only elementary school. And that's why this was the high school and that was the elementary.
Oh, okay.
But it was called East Side Primary, and then South Side is still standing. It's a retirement home now in the school. And this was Sanford Grammar, and then West Side Grammar, and then back to Sanford Grammar again. So.
Well, which is the Little Red schoolhouse?
That's the one I'm talking about, over on East Side Primary. I have pictures of it with the big sign across over the door that says East Side Primary. But all the celery farmers and the kids from the east side, like going out towards the beach, towards New Smyrna, those kids went there. And then the west side farmers, which were out First Street, like going towards the Seminole Town Center Mall, and that's where I grew up. You came here because you were west side kids. And then the kids to the south of the city went to south side.
Oh, that's great.
So
if you ever want to share those pictures, you said you have pictures of the east side, anything of that nature where you're interested in, especially somebody with such great experience in the school system in this area,
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It was tremendous. We really
Thank
appreciate
you.
everything.
You bet.